Hello and welcome to the League of Average Gaming. I'm your host, League Master Jinsnord. We're continuing our tutorial of Rome and Imperator Rome. So, we've got 3 objective lefts. We are continuing our war with Etruria, the Etruscan War. And our allies are slowly getting their ways up here. So, let us continue with our sieges. We don't want to fight everyone at the same time if we can avoid it. So we've still got this army working on this fort. If we can bring the allies in, that would be great. Ooh, yes, the allies are actually going to initiate a battle here. Oratory advance, nice. I want all the pauses. Alright, battle commence. He's not even going to reinforce because he knows that it is a lost cause because all of our allies are joining us. Even though we are taking more damage, it looks like we have more troops by a great number. Victory! Yeah, we lost way more troops than they did. That's okay. We can manage. Why don't we take some of these lands that they don't have a fort connected to them. Boom! Speaking of forts, we have just captured one. So we can move on to the next one. So I believe, yes, just this is all we are requiring for the objective, which looks like we can go ahead and do. Sue for peace. Yeah, that only costs 7. And he would give us all of his money. And that particular city, because that's one that we've actually captured. Yeah, I mean, no need to drag this out if we don't have to. So we're just trying to complete the objective. So here we go. Destroy Etruria. Completed. You have put an end to the Etruscan threat. Quite an achievement. Continuing, you should unite the rest of southern Italy under the banner of Rome. This will likely require several wars. It is important to make sure your manpower reserves and treasury are up to the task before beginning each war. Beware of the Greek city-states, some of which are in a defensive league together. This means they will call each other to war to declare on any given member of the league. We get 10,000 men. Interesting. Okay. So, conquer southern Italy. We already got a good chunk of it. But it looks like all these little tiny countries, like they said, they are in defensive leagues, very likely. And it looks like we're actually making some money now from all the land that we've taken. Disloyal provinces. This province. They are disloyal. Why is that? The citizens are not happy. And the tribesmen are unhappy. But the freemen are satisfied. Oh. We'll come back to that. Starving pups. can we bring in some food or something? I don't want them to starve, but I mean, I guess if there's less people, they can't be upset. We can afford a new invention. Oh yes, because we did just advance in oratory advances, so we have new things to choose from. Equal integration, establishing the rights of conquered peoples is an important first step to integration and will lessen the ire of those displeased by our conquest. Gotta take that one. And we can actually take all of these. Adopting official orators. Employing skilled speakers to proclaim our decrees, laws, and decisions will lessen the chance of fomenting dissent in our populace. Monthly tyranny minus 0.01. We don't have any, but still. If we can have everything, why not? Fitialis. Aggressive expansion impact minus 5%. The Fitial priests were a group of ancient Latin priests who performed unusual rites relating to the declaration of war. Well, of course, that one sounds fantastic. Alright, now the army shall reinforce and make their way down to the south. Martial advances, so morale of armies, navies. Military traditions are cheaper, but the army and navy is also more expensive now. So we might actually be running a deficit at this point. Yeah, there's our deficit, minus 0.67. Oh, minus 1.3. Well, we are reinforcing, so that's probably going to be part of it. If the army gets bigger, we'll have to pay more people. Civic advance, national commerce income, 2.5%. Monthly wages for characters, minus 1%. Okay. Don't know if that'll negate the gains, but it'll be okay. Quintius Fabius Gurgius, a loyal servant of the state, yet a man of questionable aesthetic talent, has commissioned a statue in honor of Quintius Fabius Rulanus. Citizens gather from far and wide, and when the unveiling takes place, Quintius Fabius Gurgius simply stands, arms folded, with a small smile plastered across his face as the crowd collectively withdraws in abject terror. He's at 100 loyalty. I think we can afford to demolish it at once. It is hideous. It will not stand to represent the greatness that is me. Okay, so we need to fabricate a claim. We need to fabricate several claims. We will have lots of people to fight. I think I'll work on this toe first, and then I'll come back over to this toe. Just because I like this mountain pass, kind of can block from both sides here. Okay, it does look like we are all the way back up to full. Declare war to take your stuff. Go ahead. I confirm. Move on in. And Hipponian. Oh, who was even the other guy? Thuria. We've declared war on Thuria. We're also going to declare war on this guy. So in EU4, you have to wait a month before you can start another war. But it looks like you can just go ahead and keep on fighting here. So yeah, we will start both wars here at the same time. So I don't think anyone's going to stop us. We should probably get some more inventions before we keep going. Fustarium. Yes, Fustarium. Heavy discipline. Heavy infantry discipline 10%. There is nothing that inspires a soldier as much as the fear of a shameful death. Well, we have lots of heavy infantry, might as well. And we don't have enough points for anything else. So, probably should have looked at everything else first, but it does look like that's the one that would have been the best. At least to me. And it looks like that province isn't starving anymore, because I don't have that pop up. And this province is getting more loyal over time. So I think everything will turn out just fine. Alright, well, we've crushed one set of army. Now, I know when we looked at the Take Sicily mission that we would need to control this strait, but I don't know if they said I could just march over or if they will actually get on the boats and walk across or not. Okay, so we can't proceed until this fort falls. So we'll go ahead and back up so we're not taking so much attrition. A gift horse. We have long been warned to be suspicious of gifts, especially in the current political climate. However, an interesting proposition has been made by Gnaeus Flavius, leader of the populist faction. We should be wary of what they might expect in return. I would like more tax. So yeah, I will go ahead until end of game too. Yes, how generous. We're gonna owe a lot of people a lot of favors by the end of this. Omen power 2.5% from the religious advance. And so we will just continue to sit on this fort. We'll knock one country out at least. And it does, I don't see a cap yet. That religious power is just going up and up and up. So no pressure for me to spend. Like we do have in EU4 where you need to develop and all of that. Oh, let's go siege ability. Extraordinary ordnance. Throughout antiquity, examples of unusual siege ammunition can be found. Snakes, severed body parts, and incendiary substances were used to demoralize or enrage opponents. And we have won our siege. So I believe that makes this nation lose. We can take all of his stuff. And move on. Continuing to choose the lose aggressive expansion option. And we've got yet another fort ahead of us, it looks like. Croton. Are you in a defensive league? You are with that guy? With both of those guys. Okay. Well, we'll fabricate a claim on you. Because we are trying to take over everything. And we'll go ahead and start that second war. I don't mind that those people come in. They're one province people. They are city-states. Or one, yes, city-states. They're not provinces, they're cities. Take Calabria. Go ahead. So the allies look like they're going to knock this fort out before it can do anything. Man of Mars, one of our soldiers, had the reputation of a man blessed by the war of God himself, fighting with a frenzy unlike any other. Some of our other soldiers question why he has not been promoted after all his heroic deeds during war, while others treat him as some sort of demigod. We will get an expiring man for our soldiers to look up to get more morale of armies. So I don't need any more people in the court. So we'll hold down this fort, you take out that army and take out that fort. And this group is taking out this fort, so everything is going according to plan. Military tradition. I'm going to afford a new military tradition. Okay, so we're going to keep going down this side of the traditions. March of the Eagles, morale of armies plus 10%. Irrespective of victory or defeat, as long as the eagle stands proud, the spirit of Rome imbues all her sons. Each one of these do cost more, but our martial advances help bring it down a little bit at least. It looks like you can't make any progress. You don't have enough men for this siege. Maybe you shouldn't have 24,000 sitting there. Maybe that would be a good idea. But if we have to take the fort, then we will do it. Can't trust the AI to do anything for us, it would seem. Everyone go siege that last place of his. Petition. The wealthier residents of Urium have sent a formal petition on behalf of the entire province, complaining about the harsh ways of our governor, Marcus Fluvius Petinius. It seems that his taxation policy is causing quite a furor amongst landowners who are having to work their slaves to the bone in order to meet tax quotas. It is certainly unusual for our subjects to complain in such a matter. Perhaps we ought to consider their argument carefully. Send a representative to ensure rules are being followed. He'll lose some loyalty, but he's above 50. Should be fine. Can we separate peace out? Metapontium. Looks like we can. At little cost to us. Fantastic. No, wars are going very swimmingly. A new ruler, Lucius Postumius Megallus, was elected to office and will now rule a glorious nation. He's not a very good orator, unfortunately. The mercantile faction is now controlled, giving the following benefits. Commerce income 10%, diplomatic reputation +2. Okay, very well. White peace imminent. White peace may be enforced as we have failed to challenge occupation of the Wargol in the following wars. What are you talking about? We are winning. Alright, so we need a new researcher for our religious advances. When we get Quintius Fabius Rulanius, he's actually no, this guy's also a 6 and younger. Make me not have to change people out as much. That seems fine. Inventions. So we can pick one up now. Let's get Grand Temples, Omen Duration +10%. Expanding our religious sites to include great structures enhances the stature of the priestly class within our realm. Don't know if I'm supposed to use these points for anything else at all, but this seems to be fine. Just knocking out all these advances. Okay, so we got 3 sieges going simultaneously. We can get a separate piece in our side war here. And then we'll just sit on the remaining 2 sieges. And look at who is next in our thirst. Overlord. Syracuse is your overlord? Oh. Oh my, okay. And that's also Syracuse. Syracuse has several people, it looks like. I guess I'll go back to this toe and then sweep into Syracuse. Alliance there, okay. You're by yourself, okay. Let's get a claim on you first. And also a claim on you. But we'll take out this guy first before we attack the bigger guy, because he has an ally. Can actually probably go ahead and take that smaller guy out now while we're just sitting here. But we will do that in the next episode. So, thank you all for joining us here in the tutorial of Imperator Rome. Please feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below. We will see you guys in the next video as we continue our conquest of southern Italy. Anyways, for the League of Average Gaming, I've been your host, League Master Jinsnord. Thanks all for coming.